Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D, and this is the second half pickups for February. So this is the pickups and collection update for the second half of February. We did the first half of February, and we also did a bonus pickup of the DC animated. So we kind of on a roll this month. I picked up, I got one title pickup from Walmart. I have a one title pickup from eBay. I have a haul from Family Video, and I got a haul from Goodies Disc Exchange. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the second half of February. I'm going to start with Walmart. I was in Walmart today just shopping, picking up some groceries, and I was just digging around in the bargain bin. I always do that just to see what's in there. And I came across this. This is the Dragon Ball Z. Now what this is the 7 best fights according to fans. This is the 7 best fights according to fans. That's what it says on the cover. And it's some good fights. I'll tell you what they are. So you have Android, you have Future Trunks versus Android 17 and 18. You got Piccolo versus Android 17. You got Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza. That was an awesome fight. You got Vegito versus Super Buu. Awesome fight. Gotenks versus Buu. All these fights are good. These are legendary fights. You have Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin versus Garlic Jr. And then you got Gohan versus Cell. So 7 really good fights on here. So, and that's what I would like. I would really like to just have the fights. The rest of the season you could keep. Just give me the fights. That was what I picked up from Walmart. It was just something I picked up on the impulse. I ordered this from eBay. Now, I've been checking for this one for a while, but just looking around. And it's been trending around at the $40 to $50 range, usually $40, $45 range. But I found it on eBay for half of that. And it was brand new, still wrapped. The Friday the 13th series, the TV series. Okay, so it's got the hub style packaging just like the Thundercat set that I have that I showcased on the channel, and the Star Trek Stardate collection got the hub style packaging just like this. Really, I like the hub style packaging. It's okay. For those of you who came up in the 80s, this is not based off of Friday the 13th with Jason. It's about a uncle who passed away who made a deal with the devil. All these cursed artifacts that he was selling in his antique shop. Well, he passed away, and his niece and nephew, I think, took over the shop, and they are trying to get back all these cursed items to put them back in the shop in like a special vault. Kind of reminds you of Annabelle, how the Warrens got that room in the basement of their house where they put all the cursed artifacts. I think that's a play off of this show right here. So this is Friday the 13th. Okay, this is it's a lot of discs. I want to see how many discs this is. I didn't really see how many discs it is, guys, but it is the complete series. Okay, and there's a bonus disc in here. So that's Friday the 13th, the complete series with a bonus disc. That was an awesome pickup, especially for the price. It was like 21 bucks and some change. So that was awesome. Next, we're going to do Family Video. Now, you guys remember quite a few hauls back, I ordered from Family Video, and the experience, I'm not going to say it was terrible. It was really lackluster. It all came back to their shipping. I got to tell you, I ordered twice from them in February, and both times was great. My order came, everything came in one package. It came in less than a week. No problems with Family Video. I will definitely order from them again. Like I said before, even though the first experience wasn't all that great, I did say I will order from them again. I will just keep the order small. Well, I am very happy to report that Family Video is definitely a good place to order from. And they have some really good titles for a fair price. You're going to see I got some fairly new titles here. Some, all of them aren't, but I got some fairly new titles here, and they are really cheap. When you go on their website, you'll see just how cheap their titles are. So let's dive in. I got It Chapter 2. I actually enjoyed this. It Chapter, for me, I like Chapter 1 better, but this was good. It was really, really good. Now, if I think about It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 and then compare that to the original It that came out back in the early 90s or late 80s, early 90s, it's hard to say which one was better because they was the same but different. But I really enjoy It Chapter 1 and 2. And I like how they broke it up instead of doing one movie like they did for the TV series event. Really good. Skarsgård did a really good job. Bill Skarsgård did a good job as Pennywise. Next up is one that's going to complete my Fast and Furious collection until Fast 9 come out. This is Hobbs and Shaw. Now, of course, it's not a Fast and Furious movie, but it is kind of like a Fast and the Furious movie. It's a spinoff. What do I think about this movie? I think it's a solid. I'm going to give Hobbs and Shaw a solid 7. I'm going to give maybe a 6.57. It was okay. It wasn't the best. It was okay. I'm going to give it a solid 6.5. 6.5. Christopher Robin. This is an awesome movie. I saw this movie. I thought it was just a really good movie. I say moving. This was a really good movie. I really enjoyed this one, and I was waiting to get it in my collection on Blu-ray for a good price. Now, here's one that I didn't see yet, but I'm going to watch it. Rambo Last Blood. I heard mixed reviews on it. I heard it was really violent. That's okay. Because my favorite Rambo so far was the one that came before this. First Blood was all that. That was the one. It's hard for me to put Rambo, the one that's just called Rambo, before First Blood. But I actually liked it better than First Blood. For you guys who are like First Blood fans, I'm sorry. I just think Rambo was a little bit better than First Blood. But this is Rambo Last Blood. Hopefully this is it. They retire the series. Now, I didn't see it, so I don't know if he died at the end. I didn't really pay attention to spoilers or anything. Now, here's one that I really didn't want in my collection, but it was such a good price. And I know I'm going to like the movie when I watch it. I heard good things about it, but it was just a movie that I really didn't care too much for to go out and get. And that's the upside. I like Kevin Hart. I like Bryan Cranston. I think they're both really good actors. Kevin Hart is a great comedian. We all know that. Bryan Cranston is one hell of an actor. Breaking Bad, Trumbo, and so on and so on. So this one should be good. Okay, and here's another one that I just kind of picked up. They was having a really cool sale, and sometimes when the sale prices are really good, I'll just go ahead and grab, even if it's something that I probably wouldn't normally grab at full price. And that's The Meg. It's a movie about a shark, a megalodon shark to be exact. From what I understand, megalodon sharks are extinct, so this should be really interesting. Now, what's coming up next? I got two. So I got Mission Impossible Fallout on Blu-ray. I actually had that on DVD. So this is more of a replacement. Now, I don't do that a lot, but I do have the rest of the Mission Impossibles on Blu-ray. So just to round out that series, I did go ahead and opt to get this on Blu-ray, and I'm going to retire this into my goodies crate. Next is another one that I probably wouldn't have never really picked up unless it was for a really good price, and it was. And that is Murder on the Orient Express. Again, mixed reviews. I didn't really check the IMDb or the Rotten Tomatoes for it, but for the price, I said I'll go ahead and add this one into my collection. Now, here's another one that's going to be an actual DVD replacement. I do have the Equalizer on Blu-ray, the first one. I had EQ2 on DVD, which is fine because it wasn't better than the first one. It was just an okay movie. But for the price, I said I'll go ahead and retire the DVD and add the Blu-ray for the price. You know, it was such a good price. I said, why not just make the upgrade and just retire these two? I do that every now and then. I try not to do it that much. As you can see, my collection is more DVD. I think I got about 150 more DVDs than Blu-rays. So I'm not really on a quest to upgrade everything. So here's one. I actually rented this movie from Redbox, me and my wife, about 2 weeks ago. And I thought the movie was just okay. But again, for the price, I said, why not? There's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, this movie got great reviews. A lot of people liked it. I love Brad Pitt. Love Leonardo DiCaprio. Think they're great. I saw the movie. I thought it was okay. Maybe I got to watch it again. Sometimes you got to do a second viewing on a movie. Too many people said this movie was good for me to walk away from it with just, I got to watch it again. I'm going to watch it again. Then maybe I'll come back and we'll take a look at this one again because my impressions isn't what everybody else's was. But again, I'm going to watch it again to see what happens, because there's quite a few movies where I did a single viewing of it and I didn't really get it. I had to go back and watch it again to really appreciate the movie. Sometimes you got to give it that second or even third viewing just to really get it. So now we have the Goodies Disc Exchange. And I'm going to take another hit of my ginger ale here before we get moving on that. Now, for this pickup, this is a heavy DVD haul from Goodies. Not a lot of Blu-rays. We're going to start with the Blu-rays first, since there's not that many of them. And a couple of these are movies I just picked up. This one's called Strange But True. I didn't see it, but I liked what they were saying. And I'll just read a little bit of what they're saying about it, like the synopsis. It's been 5 years since high schooler Ronnie Chase died in a tragic accident, but the shock of his death is reignited when his ex-girlfriend Melissa, Margaret Qualley, visits Ronnie's mother, Amy Ryan, and brother Nick Robinson, and tells them she believes she's pregnant with Ronnie's child. So this kid's been dead for a while. She's going back to the family saying, hey, I'm pregnant by him. So this one might be pretty good. The IMDb on this one was like 5.7. That usually tells me that the movie is mediocre, but to me, that's a swing score, because the movie might be really good to me. Now, next up is a triple pack of some Van Damme movies. Now, look, I'm not the world's greatest Van Damme fan. He did some good stuff back in the day. Lionheart was one of my movies. Bloodsport, I love Bloodsport. So he did some good ones, but he did something that I really wasn't really a fan of. Tom Cop was really good. But he did some that I thought was just cheesy. But this was a triple pack for a really good price. So I said, why not? You know? It's a Van Damme triple pack. So what you have is you got Cyborg, Death Warrant, and Double Impact. Out of all three of these, I like Death Warrant the most out of all three of these. But Cyborg was okay, and Double Impact was okay. Like I said, Van Damme, he wasn't my favorite. He was just okay. Like, during the time, my favorites during this time was Seagal. Who else? Who did what he did? I would have to say it would be Seagal, Schwarzenegger, you know, other action stars. Van Damme did some good stuff, though. Tom Cop was phenomenal. I'm still trying to track that one down. I keep finding it in a double pack with a movie. It'll be paired with a movie I already have, and I really don't like doing that. But if I see it again, even if it's paired with a movie I already have, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I have yet to see Tom Cop sold by itself. It's usually sold in a double pack. Next up is a Blu-ray movie. This one looks good. Again, the IMDb on this one wasn't great, but it's got some great talent in it. So you're talking Kurt Russell, Luke Hemsworth, Alexis Bledel, and Bo Knapp. This is called Crypto. Now, I didn't see this. I didn't hear anything about this. I was just flipping through the inventory at Goodies, and I saw it. I liked the cast on it. I said, why not? Let's check it out. Now, I didn't watch it yet, and I picked this one up about a week ago. So I've yet to watch it. So I'm going to have to watch that one. Now, here's one that I saw some of it, but for some reason, and I know it's a good movie, but it just didn't keep me in. You know what I mean? And that's Ex Machina. It's Ex Machina. I saw, like I said, I saw a nice little chunk of it, but I didn't see it all. So I just wanted to add it into the collection so I could really sit down and absorb it. You know what I mean? Really consume the movie. So that's the Blu-rays from Goodies Disc Exchange. We got some awesome DVDs here. Some really good DVDs. And here's one that caught me totally off guard. I walked in and I was like, wow, somebody got rid of this already? It literally just came out on home release. Blu-ray DVD. I wasn't going to buy this movie new for sure. I actually saw it. So let me backtrack a little bit. I saw it and I wasn't really impressed. And neither was everybody else who saw it because it didn't do good at the box office. And this is Will Smith's Gemini Man. Now it's on DVD. Normally if I was buying this movie new, of course it would be on Blu-ray because it's a newer movie. But this movie just wasn't good. It wasn't the worst movie I ever saw, but I was expecting more from this movie. It just didn't deliver the goods. I've seen Will Smith do much better. The technology that they use, like the reverse agent technology, I first saw that technology they really showcased that technology in Captain Marvel with Samuel L. Jackson and the other guy who plays the agent on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This movie was, I'm going to give this movie a 5, maybe a 5.5. It wasn't horrible, it just wasn't good. And the fact that I was able to find it on DVD so quick, somebody else must have looked at this and said, ugh, this got to go. But it's in my collection. I'm glad to have it. Here's one that I did not see, but it looks really, really good. I got to watch this one. It's called City of Men, from the producer of City of God. It looks fantastic. Now, I didn't see it, so let's read a little bit of it, okay? In this long-awaited follow-up to the Academy Award-nominated film City of God 2003. Now I got to go out and find this City of God movie. This is a follow-up. So if you saw City of God and you didn't see this, this is the follow-up to that one. Growing up in a culture dictated by violence and run by street gangs, teenagers and let's see here, have become close as brothers while their 18th birthday is fast approaching. I get it. It's a street movie. It's about crime and depressed urban areas. I get it. Possibly drug running and all of that. So it looks interesting. I'm going to check it out. It looks really, really good. I'm just looking at it on the back. It looks really good. Now I want to see the first one, City of God. Never heard of it, but I picked it up and looked at it, and I said, I'll check it out. Now, here's one. Oh, man, this movie was not good. But because I have all the other Planet of the Apes movies, all the originals, all the remakes, and I enjoyed all of them, I had to get this to complete my Planet of the Apes set. But I should have held out and got it on Blu-ray because all the rest of them are on Blu-ray. And I might do a swap if I see the Blu-ray somewhere for like $2-3. I might. This is Planet of the Apes I call this the Mark Wahlberg edition. This movie was not good. It really wasn't. It wasn't as trash as the critics made it out to be. It just wasn't good. And it left a lot of room for a continuation by the way it ended. If you saw this and saw the ending, it left a lot of room, but I think because it tanked at the box office, that's why they never made a sequel to this. But this one is really nice. I like the weight of the case. It feels really nice, though. I mean, it's a double disc. It's a really nice condition. It's really, I mean, sometimes you buy Blu-rays, DVDs, and the cases are beat down, the artwork is beat up. It's in really, really nice condition. So I picked this one up for a really good price. Now I have all the Planet of the Apes movies. Now here's one. I have the 2 remakes to this. Well, yeah, basically that's what they are. They remakes, basically. And this is Wes Craven's, the original Hills Have Eyes. Now, I didn't see this one. I'm going to check this one out. But I do have and watched both of the remakes. And I thought they were good. But they was just gory as all hell. I don't know if this one is as gory as those. But those were, man, I say they're good movies. But if you're going to watch The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, the remakes, have a strong stomach. Because, man, whew, gruesome. But this is The Hills Have Eyes, the original by Wes Craven. And again, really good condition. The case, the artwork is immaculate. Let's take a look inside. Again, double disc. Next up is an absolute classic movie with Tommy Lee Jones and Sissy Spacek. That's right. For those of you who know, you probably already guessed it. This is the 25th edition of A Coal Miner's Daughter. This is a really good movie from back in the day. My mom, she loved this movie. She used to watch this movie all the time. This is a really, really good movie, guys. Check out Coal Miner's Daughter. Here's another one that I saw years ago when I was young, and I really enjoyed this movie. It's with Lou Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid. It's called Enemy Mines. So what happens in this one is it's like a space war, and these guys are enemies, humans and this species. I forget. It's been a long time since I saw it. They were at odds with each other, and what happened was Dennis Quaid crash landed on their planet, and they spark up a very unusual friendship. You got to check this one out. It's really good. It's called Enemy Mines. This is one that if I do see it on Blu-ray, I would swap it, but again, it's not something that I'm not really looking for, but if I see it, I'll grab it. I have movies that I look for, and then I have movies that I just grab if I see. Now here, I save really something special for last. I have here, let me move this stack out the way so we can make some room for this. I have here the original Star Trek series, all 3 seasons, because that's all there was 3 seasons. I have all 3 seasons of the Star Trek, original Star Trek with Captain Kirk. Wow. In these really nice plastic cases. So let's open one up and take a look at how it's presented to you. Look at that. It's in great, great condition. And then you have all your discs. You have these little cards with the contents of the disc. With these really nice looking cards. This artwork, you could probably, if you got a dedicated movie room somewhere, you could probably put those on the wall. And here's all your discs. They appear to be 2-sided discs. Really nice presentation. So it won't be a need to really open up all of them because they all present it the same way. Let me just put this back in the box. Put the art cards back in. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think. Okay, here we go. So this is season 1. That's the yellow. Then we have season 2 in blue. We're just going to take a look at the package and make sure the package is in good shape. Which this one is a little bit more beat up than the season 1, but it's still perfect. I mean, it's awesome. You have all your discs in here. We just put that one back. That's season 2, and then season 3. This is red. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This one is in good condition. Now, this is remastered DVD edition. Now, would I ever upgrade this set to Blu-ray? If I seen it all in one package and it was a really good price, maybe. I don't know. Some like Star Trek. I got most of my TV shows are on DVD. And for TV shows, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't mind DVD for TV shows. Really, Blu-ray, I insist on Blu-ray really for like action movies. Space movies, action movies, where there's a lot of effects, a lot of fast-moving action, a lot of movies that put a strong emphasis on the sound. That's when I usually insist on DVD. But for the most part, I got the Knight Rider set. I'm trying to put this back together. Here we go, I think. Anyway, I don't really insist on stuff like this on Blu-ray because I can always find it much, 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 much cheaper on DVD than Blu-ray. So I do, deal with Blu-rays for like really action movies where there's a strong emphasis on the action and like the sound. But other than that, DVD will work with a lot of movies. So let's go ahead and recap everything real quick. We're going to start with, let's reverse it. So from Walmart, I picked up the Dragon Ball Z. This is the 7 best fights. From eBay, I picked up Friday the 13th, the TV series. This is the complete series. Okay. I don't know how many seasons it was. It says it in here, but it don't. Okay, from 1987 to 1990. So back in the day, by the way they counted seasons, that could be either 3 seasons or 7 seasons. No, 3 seasons or 6 seasons. In the 17 disc. So that's a lot. Next, we're going to do Family Video. So from Family Video, we picked up Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Equalizer 2, which is a replacement for a DVD, Murder on the Orient Express, Mission Impossible Fallout. This is a DVD replacement. The Meg, The Upside, Rambo Last Blood. This will complete my Rambo collection. Christopher Robin, Hobbs versus Shaw, which will round out my Fast and the Furious collection. It Chapter 2, which will round out my It collection. So that's family video. Next up, we have Goodies Disc Exchange. We're going to start with the DVD since it's a heavy DVD haul. Actually, we're going to start with the Blu-rays. Yeah, there we go. We got Ex Machina. We got a movie called Crypto. Never heard of it. If you heard anything about Crypto or saw it, drop a line. We have the Van Damme Triple Pack with Cyborg, Death Warrant, and Double Impact. Strange But True. DVD time. We got Enemy Mine. Coal Miner's Daughter. The original Hills Have Eyes. The Mark Wahlberg edition of Planet of the Apes. That's what I'm calling it, guys. But I think this is a... Tim Burton directed this. Okay. City of Men. If you've seen this one, drop a line. Or if you've seen the original one, City of God, drop a line. I want to hear about it. Will Smith, Gemini Man. A very disappointing movie. Star Trek. All 3 seasons of the original series in these really nice collector boxes. Really, really nice to have this in my collection and able to find all 3 seasons without having to hunt. That's the one thing about TV shows. I refuse to buy an individual season or individual volume. I'll wait till I can get the whole series in one shot because you're generally going to get it cheaper when you buy it all together. Or, yeah, when you buy it all together, you're going to probably get it cheaper and you're going to get, it's going to be more compact. Where you take not so much this because it was only 3 seasons, but let's take a show like, if The Simpsons ever go off air and people who got all 35, 40 seasons, that's taking up a lot of space on your shelf. But if you wait for it to go off air and they come out with a really nice box set, you're going to get a set that's going to probably take up half the space on your shelf. And for me, space is at a premium. When you collect as many films as I do, space is at a premium. Any hardcore collector will tell you, space is a premium. Space matters. So when you buy in these box sets, if you're buying a show like Friday the 13th, this probably, let me see. I want to tell you guys exactly how many seasons this is. It's bothering me. Okay, so it's 3 seasons like I thought. It could have, because of the year. So some shows you getting, back in the day, it was weird how seasons worked. You could have got 2 seasons in 1 calendar year, but it looked like it was 1 season per calendar year. So 3 seasons. So this is about so imagine if the Star Trek collection came in a hub. You would have got all 3 in this much space. So that's where sets like this come into play. So that's why I'm a huge fan of collecting sets, box sets, and just getting it all in one package. So this is your but yours, I say, because you guys come by, you guys watch the videos, and I appreciate it. So this is your February second half pickup collection update video, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for leaving comments. I appreciate it. And this is D from the Movie Bay. I hope to see you again. Thanks.